Gamers, this will be a 2-part video uploaded in one video because I have 25 minutes before I need to go to an appointment for something. But I wanted to start it so that I could pause it and come back and have enough time to finish it before having to leave to pick my daughter up from school, which is going to happen like after the appointment. So there's a method to my madness, okay? Interesting. A shielded haste potion, a fiery haste potion. I like toxic smelling salts, man. I love a haste potion. It's an incredibly good potion. 40 shield could be amazing in the early game especially. But I'm a big believer in like an enchanted smelling salts because every time we slow, we'll apply poison. Every time we slow, man. And every time we kiss, I feel it inside. Let me think about this. Like, you're really good. Actually, I kind of want to buy out the shop. You're really good because every time we slow, we would poison 6. You're really good because every time we... Well, you scale. You're good because you poison, but also you give us lead every single day. I'm going to skip that one. Well, I'm just going to assume we're going to get it later. You gain regen. You're a reagent. I just love to buy reagents, man. I guess that's my cross-eyed bear that you gave to me. You ought to know. Do we beat the Viper? I don't know. I don't know. I think we do beat the Viper. And getting like a poison fang or a catalyst would be like a big help. I think like the theme that we're building around right now on this run is stack up as many poison buffs as you can on the smelling salts and then try to get incredibly like lots of really fast slow enablers to stack up a bunch of poison on you immediately at the start of the fight. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Now that could change, but that's exactly what we want to see. I do think it would also be nice, huge, to get something that transforms. I told you. It'd be nice to get something that transforms reagents. That way I could easily make Retort work without having to go to every single transformation shop. Your leftmost poison item is +2 poison. I think we have to do it like that, even though we will lose out on our haste. That being said, all this being said, I think we lose day 1. Just because, like, we apply poison, but we have no regen. We start with really low max health. We have a double barrel and a switchblade. We may be able to lose instantly, now that I think about it. I didn't do the math correctly at all. If we had like 100 more HP, I think they're cooked though. That's fine. I'm not... Day 1 with Mac is a little bit dicey. Unless you have good regen. Because you can't really outburst of it. I'm not complaining. Like, Mac's pretty overpowered. Okay, Sleeping Potion would give us more burst of poison. Poison Skill would go crazy. All your poison items have +1 poison. I think that's totally fine. Let's get this out here for early poison. And then this is 1 regen, which is meaningless. But we're working on it, okay? Small and mediums, that's the type of stuff I'm on right now. When you, at the start of each day, get a small reagent. When you sell a reagent, gain 1 regen. It's interesting. Like, sell instead of transform. But our passive regen would grow so slowly. But would that be better? It's like, I don't think I really need your poison to grow. Here, I think this is actually the way, man. So I think we buy this, but don't put it on the board. And then just, like, sell this. Sell it for the regen. Sell it. Sell it.
I guess.
It would have been nice to excuse me, that's a re... Oh, it worked, it worked. It just didn't give us gold. Fair enough. Then we can put out Nightshade on the board. Which works better with heals and regens. We have 1 regen, but we're not really, like... married to it, to be honest. Our regen's gonna be slow. I think we still try Rogue Scrapper, man. At 450 HP is a big deal. The right item got slowed, which I appreciate. We put poison on you real quick, though. We should have our regen generator next to the smelling salt so we can receive the haste. I think we own you, though. The poison is just... The cumulative damage is just too high. Okay. But there's a different story, because, like, this is not necessarily incredible for... a waste of my time. For going up against human beings. It's pretty awesome for going up against the Rogue Scrapper, but I think could fall apart pretty quick. I think I want 5 max health, 5 regen, honestly. I mean, it's such a small amount of health, but starting with the passive regen a little higher is nice. Let's look for some health and regen items, too.
Let's fix you up.
Slow? Okay, I mean, this is good, man. Slow an item for a second and gain regen. The slow buffs toxic smelling salts. And the regen buffs Nightshade. We still like you. You create one. You create a reagent. You create a reagent. You are a reagent. You're a reagent. then you're gone, bud. Thanks for the gold and the regen. And I think we'll roll to look for something incredible. Mission failed, man. Reload 2 items. When you buy a potion, increase this item's regen by 1. When you reload, gain 2 regen for the fight. I don't know about Satchel, man. I also don't think it matters because I don't think we can get there, like gold-wise, without selling too much. Compared to yesterday's Mac run, this one is a lot more tenuous for sure. I'm like, by this time, yesterday, we lost day 2, but we were kind of schmoovin' after that. This one's still very, very up in the air. I do like to see a poison build versus a burst build. Because we have regen, we can tank a little bit of poison. They do freeze. But we've stacked up 53 poison on you in like 5 seconds. I get that you come back to life, but okay, we got a really, really good poison build. I think if we can just get better slows and keep our survivability chunking. Potion, loot, item. I think we still just want to see item. That's really bad, I think. There's our lead. It wouldn't be bad to transform it to get some gold, but that's a much better reagent. I'm gonna sell this reagent. You can be on the board. I could sell you for 1 regen though. I feel like the type of beast that's saying, like, it adds up, man. Not a reagent. You're a burn enabler. I'll just be honest, you don't really belong on the board. And I think we're still looking in the shops. When you slow or poison, charge this 2 seconds. We do slow or poison a lot. 2 gold for 1 regen. It's funny how, like, when I go to Curio, that seems really bad. But right now, that seems really good for some reason. Do you keep that? You probably won't keep that forever, but... I appreciate that you're starting higher going into the next fight. Okay, I'm big into a haste potion. Fireflies, if I had a burn build, I'd be more interested in, because those scale off of slow as well. But I think we go Rogue Scrapper again, man. One day we're gonna get a restorative item. And then we're gonna be able to sell, like, our junkyard repair bots into it. It's all gonna go crazy. We still haven't really figured out, like, what we do, though. I haven't figured out where this run goes. Now, what's interesting is, are you gonna go down to, like, 22 or 18? 22! When you sell reagents and gain regen outside of battle, it scales you Oh, never mind. I was pretty excited for a second there. But I'm pretty sure you are gonna slow. Oh, but you know what? You're gonna get double the haste. So I would happily upgrade our enchanted smelling salts. 1 extra second of slow, but the 1 extra second of haste is the big deal. And we could afford a poison skill, man. I don't think I'm being insane to say just give me 10 extra regen right off the jump. Now, this is a perfect Mac. Obviously I should be scared more of fighting Mac than any other character in this game right now. They got a lifesteal. Oh, Shard of Obsidian is just a reagent. Staff of the Moose! First time you fall below half health and you take no damage for 1 second and gain 25 regen, your weapons have damage equal to your regen. What the heck is even that, man? They're gonna do a billion damage to me in a second. You can't do that. Obviously, I can't stop that. How did you get the Staff of the Moose? Where the heck did the Staff of the Moose come from?
Another step forward on my path.
Upgrade of bronze? I mean, maybe... The lead doesn't sell for anything, right? Do I want a silver lead? I don't think so. What do I want? I guess it probably gives other poison items plus 4 poison instead of plus... Yeah, plus 4, okay. I still 100%, well, I wouldn't say I believe in it, but I'm committed to selling reagents. Sell them. Sell them. Give me some free items, please. Honestly, we maybe could fit a medium item on our board, all things considered. That's not the one I'm looking for. Where did you come from? Oh, you just moved. Sells items. That's something I can get down with.
A customer.
I don't think I really want to start the sandstorm right away. I'll take a noxious potion.
Come back for a refund.
You poison and gain regen. Really helps out the Nightshade. Did we just go Potion Distillery, man, and try to, like, rework this run from the ground up? No, I think it's the coward's way out, man. I think you sell the potion you just bought. Hang on, you go all in here. Sell the potion you just bought. Well, you gotta have something else that's pure garbage, man. Maybe we'd rather reload our noxious potion. Sell this potion. Run cellar door. What's the reasoning? Cellar will give us regen, which buffs Nightshade and keeps us alive. Let's try it. I'm not scared. It'll cause us to get our noxious potion reloading, which seems like it'll go crazy. Well, it's not really good if you reload like before our potion even goes off, but I digress. Oh, you can reload the haste potion too, which is also good. I forgot that I had a haste potion, which normally would be bad, but in this unique situation is incredible.
Bazaar folks strutting around like you own the Outlands.
That is true, though. That we do, because I paid for it. Okay, more junk to sell. Not that I'm disappointed. Transform your items into something new. We're on a different... Well, you know what, though? Actually, what if we go to you and transform you into a gold item? A gold freezing potion, no less. Freeze 2 items for 1 second. I think we'd rather just have the haste then, man. Because we don't want to have, like, too many different potions sucking up the reload. First time you freeze, haste an item, 30 damage. First 3 times you use your rightmost item, charge a slow item. Now you kind of got me thinking, because the slow items also buff our ability to deal poison. You should probably be hasting you. But you also need to be the leftmost poison item, which makes that impossible. Okay. Okay, I could live with it. Maybe this becomes the rightmost item, and we haste our reloader. Sorry, the whole...
Why must we
There's a lot of moving parts, let's put it that way.
I may be young.
Again, not 100% confident in this run. Oh, especially against, like, weapon spam. Although it will be nice to start with a bunch of regen. We need our regen to go higher, faster, please. Freeze. Thank you for freezing Langjon. That's a huge get. We're still dead.
Land legs
What can you say except fair play,
move
man?
in straight lines.
We're trying something a little different. As of right now, I would say it's not really working because we're 1 in 3. We could have easily just taken Potion Distillery. Here come the excuses. Sell it? Wait, you would become heavy though on a transformation. But I'm going sell build against maybe my better judgment. Give me some income. We seem to be cash strapped on occasion. And then try to, chase your losses. That's what they always tell you. Prepare to chase your losses by fighting Infernal when you're level 5. We're done, bud! I can't take this. Maybe if I freeze your Infernal Greatsword, like, over and over again, or maybe once, ever, that would hit the spot. There we go. It's only 1 second, but it adds up. No, we're definitely dead, man. But we did earn 4 gold in the process. We can take the Gorgon Noble. It's just a Gorgon Noble, man. They're like nothing. And they've got poison items. I got the idea that this run is probably in a pretty tough spot. Unless I commit to a pivot. It's like we're scaling but not scaling too fast. We have regen but limited sustain in the face of the kind of damage that most of our enemies can put out.
How would you?
We stack poison, but there are faster poison stackers out there for sure. That is definitely not what we want to see. I don't think we want weapons though. Medium item or skill. Give me a skill. At the start of each day, get a random potion. They're really trying to get me to go potion coded, and I can't be upset about it. If anything, I think part of our problem is I can't decide whether this is like a poison and slow build, or like are we just running freeze because freeze is always good, or like what are we doing, you know? Yeah, I don't have a good answer for that. Really, like, the theme of the run is that we start with 25 regen, which I don't think is a strong enough theme to, like, build around. They got a potion build with recycling bin, so they're going to be flinging potions like crazy. With vial launcher as well, which scales. Okay, so they did 12 things before we shot 1 time. Okay, we have to rework the entire run when we come back. I do just need to make sure, like, am I about to receive a phone call? Yes, I believe so. Okay. But in the interim period, I feel like we have to become like a full potion build. Sell your... Okay, I'm going to pause and come back when I have this phone call. See you in a minute. Gamers, we're back. What the heck were we doing? 1 win? That's no good. I don't know why I thought I was on like 6 wins or something like that, and I was going to come back to just autopilot. I don't remember being very happy with our build. On day 6 with 22 gold, what the heck were we doing? We were selling reagents. Where did you come from? 2 haste potions? You sell potions. I don't know, man. This might be one of those where you're like, we should actually just concede. And then start another run, because I have no concept of what we were... But you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Sorry to burn a rank ticket and abandon a run, like, in media res, but I'm looking at our board, and I mean, like... I don't want to parse what was happening with it, to be honest with you. I just want to start a fresh run. Been 30 minutes of talking about fixed rate versus variable rate in the current economic climate, and my math sensors are, well, they're not overloaded. That's like maybe an anti-intellectual take, but I would rather just start from a clean slate and build up, if you don't mind. We'll be doing enchanted item every time. I don't care if it's the wrong idea. I love it. When you use an adjacent item, poison 2. When you use an adjacent item, slow 1. And then you just get a spiked mace. And buddy, it's all over. Or whatever it's called. Spiked. I think it's called spiked mace, right? Start of each day, get a chunk of lead. We don't really want to... No, we do want to transform our reagents.
We do. We do.
When you poison, this gains 10 damage. Wait, this is kind of cracked. A lifesteal weapon that's going to be scaled by heavy venom, and then just toss me this for the bag. We'll get reagents every single day. You are next to a poison item, but small item charges this. Okay, I'm content where we stand. When you poison, this gains 10 damage. So every time you attack, you're going to gain more damage. We should easily clear the Viper. It will look scary for like 15 seconds. Like right now, you're like, oh my god, you're cooked. But just give it a second, okay? You hit, you poison, you get stronger. Wait a second. No, wait, hang on. And now I'm getting scared. You got to hit this one. There you go. Okay, that's much. There we go. It wasn't quite as cut and dry as I thought it would be, but I don't know what I would love to see here, to be honest with you. That's probably the worst, but 1 regen on if there was ever a time when it was useful, day 1 would be that time. I also feel like 5 regen is certainly the play. Now it's 6 regen, I'm not feeling too bad. I mean, the question really becomes, are you going to be rolling B1 and B2 forever? Because or not B1 and B2, are you going to be rolling leeches forever? Because I feel like I got to go how Bazaar. You'll give me a second here. I'm going to close this, how Bazaar. And then Viper. This is not called Viper? What are you called, man? Heavy Venom, which is actually just Venom now that I think about it. When it's upgraded, it gets 1 poison, whereas leeches scale 5 damage better. Crazy play. Upgrade Retort. So that you get silver lead, which when transformed will give you a silver item, but also it'll give you silver gold, which is worth more money. I don't feel like this is very good to start with, but I definitely feel like I at least understand it a lot better than I understood where we were at on the last one. Fast-firing Shard of Obsidian is probably going to eat me alive, man. Not to mention you got all this burn going on with it. I mean, we got regen, don't get me wrong, but like, you're going to be hitting pretty hard. It's just that, like, leeches takes way too long to fire, man.
Time is long.
So I'm not surprised we lost day 1. I definitely think that our board is not very good at all, if I can be honest with you. How about heal and regen items? We want to see a spiked mace, which I can't even remember if that's what it's called, but how about you take me here, give me 2 golden XP. I actually don't want to get involved in a fight right now. I don't even know what skill we want. Probably a poison skill. I can live with that. What are you going to upgrade, man? I don't really want you to upgrade leeches. I do think, I'll tell you what. I do want you to be upgraded because I think you're going to stick around. But then 7 poison. It's really a question of who we can beat. And I think it's got to be this fella right here. Hasting a weapon for 3 seconds at the start of a fight would be good. even Amber on the board would really help out Heavy Venom, I guess. And I mean, basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is anything that we could get here is probably fine. But you might look at this and say we're in a trash position. I actually think we're one better item than leeches away from greatness. Also, something that transforms reagents would go kind of hard.
Sometimes
That's probably the worst thing we could have gotten, but a skill is nice, at least. Let's see what we got for items here, buddy.
Place, right?
So Amber is something that we were talking about. I almost just sold you. That would have been really bad. Let's go Amber.
If that doesn't work out for you, come back.
You slow an item for 2 seconds now. Really wanted to see spiked mace. You slow. When you slow, haste the item to the left. So I like... Well, you're a reagent as well, so I think I take you. There's just a part of me that thinks, do I cut you and run like this and this? When you slow, haste the item. Because we could haste our weapon pretty prodigiously. And then you also slow. Just something to try to keep, like, permanent haste on our leeches. We really need to go small items, because if we get spiked mace, it's a different story. At some point, I think we'll want emerald. I know we're spending on a lot of stuff for the bag when we need stuff, like, in front of us, but... I don't think it's a Philosopher stone build, man. Although you do give me a chunk of lead. I think what I might do... Well, we do have a lot of transformations. We don't have to sell right now. I thought about buying another reagent, but... Okay, I think on day 2, we're also screwed, probably. The catch is, depending on what we go up against, we might be able to win on poison. A rifle, oh my god. Rifle that freezes a small item every time it... Oh no, it's not every time it fires. Okay. We actually might be able to make it out of this. No, I don't think so. Where's my poison? What do you mean when you use an adjacent weapon? Poison 4. Am I insane?
Bravery without strength.
Because you're an adjacent weapon. I don't know what to say, man. Our enchantments didn't work. That seems bad. I'm gonna do it the simple way here. I'm gonna do it the Aki way. Oh, you transform. You gave us a chunk of gold. That one I'd feel a little scammed. We may have still lost, but at least... Or maybe I'm missing something. It wouldn't be the first time. Sells items. I gotta fish for what I need, man. We also need to know, like, this... You don't really work the way I want you to work anymore. Oh, no, you could work here, because when you slow, haste the... But we don't want to haste that. We want to haste... this. You're another slowing item. Slowing would cause more haste. We don't really care that much. You're a reagent. We're rebuilding another scuffed run. I'm realizing. I don't want it, man. I don't want it. Yeah, this is like... It seems really bad. It seems almost disastrous.
This time of year, don't you think?
When you transform a reagent, gain 5 regen would be really nice. We have reagents, medium, friend weapon, small reagents, small. So, okay, give me the Tome of Yvonne. At some point, these items are going to transform, man, and then you'll all be sorry, okay? Give me the Dabbing Apprentice. I'm in a nightmare spot here, though. Our board looks like pure garbage. We have no potions. I'm fighting the potion guy. XP potion would be pretty solid, though. Let's see if at least, like, our heavy venom actually works now. Okay, there's something wrong with the text. It should say when the item on the left attacks, but it says when you use an adjacent weapon. Which means we can't apply permanent haste on our weapon, which is bad, because permanent haste on our weapon is what we need. But at least we've diagnosed it. And truth be told, we really don't want this weapon to be what we're building around anyway. So I wouldn't worry too much about the setup. We want to get spiked mace going. That's exactly what we needed, so I'm very appreciative. You're going to give us another transformation. What would I like to transform? I would like to transform Mothmeal. Mothmeal's already doing good stuff. Maybe we should transform our Hemlock. it became... You give regen, right? Yeah, poison 4, regen 1. If you have no weapons, it has multicast. It has double poison. I don't really want to cut my my weapon, though. Freeze an item for 1 second. While your enemy is poisoned, this has multicast. That is really tempting. Freeze an item for a second. If your enemy has poison, this has multicast. My enemy is always going to have poison. We lose our lifesteal, though. And we have, like, so little regen, man. That's tough. That's tough for a fellow like me. It's tough to say yes to. It's tough to say no to. I don't think this is a great position to be in. Upgrade a bronze.
I see everything.
I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I want to upgrade. It's crazy, man, but I think I want to upgrade moth meal, so that when we get to transform it, it becomes a silver heavy enchanted item. And then what else do we want on the board? I could really use a miracle today. I guess we want poison 18, and then also maybe add 3 poison to everything. I'm just skeptical that we're gonna live, is the honest truth on that one. Every time we slow, I get this feeling. Every time we kiss, I feel it inside. Something like that.
Underestimate me.
I think we're gonna lose again, honestly, and I deserve it for bailing on our last run. Just because, like, your weapon spam is bad for me. I do have lifesteal, but it takes a minute to get going. It takes forever to get going, to be honest. Wait a second, I'm a believer again? The regen's holding us there, the poison got stacked up real quick. Maybe there's something to it. I'm telling you, spiked mace, because every time you slow or poison, it charges itself 2 seconds. Every time we attacked, it would like ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. It would be the bee's knees, man. It would totally work. Sells weapons. That's the type of shop we're talking about. You are at least a reagent. I would like to transform you.
Come back and tell me.
I got too much. You're gone. Sorry, but you need to be here, because when you slow or poison, charge this 2 seconds. Every time we attack, it's going to poison and slow, so it's going to half charge itself again, and then these are always going off, like, constantly. And then I guess, I mean, honestly, maybe we want Philosopher Stone out there now. More regen because we have no lifesteal. There might be something to this, man. There might be something to this. Hang on, you definitely don't want to transform that. Myrrh is like, or moth meal is like good enough for now. Let's transform our chunk of lead. It became another moth meal, man. What did I take out? Sell the gold. I took out Philosopher's Stone. I think we would rather keep the slow in there, man, because the slow charges our weapon even more. And then, honest to goodness, I just don't think we can beat Flame Juggler. Like, he goes off faster than we go off, but we should be able to rinse the Retiree. And it's really, once Spider Mace goes once, it should start to go like crazy. Not quite as crazy as I thought, but it's definitely better than things were like a minute ago.
I don't have time for this anyway. I own 3
I just realized our reagent transformed into a reagent, which is actually good because we can get one more reagent transformed, which gives us more poison and more passive regen. We just need to find something that actually transforms reagents more reliably than having to use a node to do it. I think I'd rather start with some shield on the next fight. That's like double HP. And then to be honest, like a skill could hit the spot, man. When you poison, your items gain crit chance. That's not useless. But that's not useless. First 3 times you use your rightmost item, charge a slow item 1 second. It's just so slow. I think I'd rather just have the 10 extra regen, man. Right off the bat, at least. Okay, Vanessa, that's on 2 wins. I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident. We don't have like full cohesion on our board. We definitely have like a board I'm more optimistic about. This has to be like aquatic poison. Yeah, okay, it is. Grenade, a little spooky. Did I already use my shield? I was going to be mad. No, it just took a second to actually show up. I feel like we have nothing to fear as long as we got the shield pop in here. We put on poison. Like, I think Mac's just a lot better at putting on poison than Vanessa, to be honest with you. So I feel like we brought it back, baby. Okay, now it helps me because I got so much stuff in the bag. What are the core tenets of this run right now? We want to transform things as much as possible. Principally, right now, I think we want to transform lead to make gold. It'll also create a silver item, which actually could be good for us. I don't think we want to create the sandstorm right away. Transforming reagents gives us more regen on Philosopher Stone if we ever choose to use it. It gives us more passive regen from the Tome of Yvonne, and it gives us more poison on Retort. So there's lots to like here. We care for weapons? I think we care to look.
Finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a
You're
fight.
interesting, but this is exactly what I wanted to see.
Enjoy the thrill of battle.
That's double damage, man. It was expensive to get, but it's double damage. I have to feel like we always want like Counter-Strike as a skill, right? First 5 times your enemy uses a weapon, charge an item. But actually, Insect Wing on Spider Mace would also go insane. Then the thing with Spider Mace is the 25 damage isn't that meaningful. But every time we use it, getting 7 poison can stack up pretty quickly. And also, if we can get an enchantment on the Spider Mace, like... It's an element enabler, let's put it that way. Like, we have 42 poison out of Heavy Venom there. That's great, man. And I think you stick with it. I think this is our, like, ride or die for this build. 7.3 seconds. Getting there. Small items, we got a lot of those, man. Holy cow, do we have a lot of those. I definitely think one day Philosopher's Stone could find itself being out here. I definitely think this becoming a gold-heavy item is great for us. Why not, man? Maybe we transform that into a gold small at some point. Why not, brother? Keep it running, keep their heads ringing. I think you gotta take a peek at Curio, right?
Got everything you need. Just a matter of fact.
Okay, so what do we like? What do we not like? We could sell Medkit just for the gold and the space in the bag. I didn't really love the idea, but
Well,
you pop to give me Catalyst on you. Honestly, I think one... what happened to it? 1 gold for 10 HP as Mac might actually be acceptable. Little bit of extra damage I can absolutely live with. Also very good. Also very good. Also, right, acceptably good, but we can't really do much with that right now. You're done, bud. Would I like to have you crit? I think if anything, wouldn't we rather have Retort crit? A lot of messing around with the inventory here. Don't get me wrong. Hi, Tomo. I don't think it really matters where these are, but I just want to put them back roughly where they were. And we level. Okay. Potion, loot. I think we're good with loot now. Sharpening Stone is A-okay by me, man. We're not really relying on it for the damage, but we'll take what we can get. Please tell me it's a Mac who's lost his way, and he doesn't have library or potion distillery or the... Okay, it's a Mac with half a board. One of the items is also something that works in your bag. I think you're in... I've been there. Everybody's been there, and I don't mean on vacation. I was there not so long ago, my friend, so I understand exactly where you're coming from. Today you, tomorrow me, okay? Don't rage quit. It's beneath you. Okay, so run it back. It's a merciful opponent for us to fight. I really appreciate what they've done for us there. We won the fight. I've had connection issues in the game all day, but it's been somewhat stable. I haven't been kicked out very much. But, I have been kicked off a little bit.
Size dilutes the brain.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
Is highly concentrated.
Dude, the small item shops giving us like basically guaranteed upgrades is kind of crazy. Poison 14? And we could get it to double. Oh, but I can't remove you. You're such an important part of the mix, man. Haste the item for 2 seconds is so much better. I do love a haste potion too, but it's not what we're building towards here. We got like a super slowing build. Sells poison items, huh?
My poisons are painless.
When you use a weapon, poison 4. I don't really like Poppy Field. I'm gonna spend 8 on the reroll, even though it's scary. Yeah, I regret it. I do regret it. Double damage. There's something to that, man. Doubling the damage of that potion every time it fires, but then also it does poison equal to 10% of its damage. That's mighty interesting. I didn't really want to... Like, there's nothing I really want from this enemy. I just thought that, like, there was a very good chance that I lost to the upgraded Lone Shark. Because Shark Claws is like, newly buffed. I'm trying to think of what we really want to see to kick this off. It's a cop-out. I don't really want to see anything, like, from the items specifically. I just want something that allows me to transform items, because my backpack's full of stuff, man. I think we can at least sell Sapphire. Just getting 1 transformation a day is so slow. We really want... I think we gotta give Mothmeal a chance, man. Become a gold heavy item. You know what? We'll find a way to transform it again. Slow and it's not that bad. It slows at least, and it's lifesteal. When your enemy has poison, this is plus 50% crit chance. It's just a faster slow, but the slow is lesser. May seem like it doesn't make sense. What would then come out there? This still comes out there. What the heck silvers do you upgrade? I mean, you obviously get better, but I feel like just a poison skill across the board, maybe.
Someday we'll teach each other.
First time you use an item, haste a burn item. When an item is used with burn, don't make me laugh. First 5 times you slow, charge a regen item. That seems meaningful, man. And we do have a regen item. Okay, here I'm a little scared. Because they're Mac, and also, I've got a lot of wins from going up against people who had, like, nearly empty boards. Staff of the Moose! Again? They're gonna have a staggering amount of regen thanks to their Philosopher Stone. I don't even know how my Philosopher Stone is doing, man. Now that I think about it. I mean, we got a lot of regen ourselves, man. The Staff of the Moose is about to hit us, but it doesn't matter what your name is.
This is nothing to me.
That looked way better than I thought it was gonna look. I thought we were in a real rough spot, man. I didn't have space in my bag for all the reagents, dude. Cringe. We don't really need this. We can do better. I know we could transform it. We have so many other things that are like first in line to be transformed.
The Grand Society of Master Merchants welcomes you.
First time you find... I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Gain 75 max health for the fight when you haste or slow charge this 1 second. Now there's a certain temptation there. I can't disagree with that. I have a hard time believing our existing run can get us across 10 wins. But I am thankful for what it's done for us up to this point, man. Once again, I think I want nothing here except something that I can sell for a lot of gold. I guess I need to go to the large and medium shops to get items that can transform reagents. Because if we could get a spell of transformations going, our passive regen and our poison from Retort would go so high. We'd have some serious potential, man. Let's put it that way. Some very serious potential. Ice cubes are not for the pop charts, what they say. I think it's got to be Joyful Jack here. Nisher Bend on Jack. Heal items have crit chance when you heal, charge a poison item. Now that's interesting because lifesteal counts as heal now. So the lifesteal dagger could heal us, charge a poison item, which then would slow, which would charge the spider mace, which would slow and poison, which would charge the not really, but you get the idea. Never mind. That's good though. It's actually probably the best thing we could have gotten.
There is still more to learn.
And then I don't really know the methodology here, I'll be honest, but I think we'll go poison skills because lots of our items have green on top of them. I think it should, well, we already have that, okay. First time you use an item, haste a poison item. I think I'll double the crit chance. We poison a lot, getting the poison to rise faster would be nice. We're using none bronzes. I would just take the XP. Even though I know we need to go to the shop. Give me a small non-weapon item we already have so we can upgrade. That's a reagent! Okay, we need to make space in our bag, man. I guess I'm transforming you to keep the gold going. One day we're gonna get it, man. It's kind of crazy that I think we haven't gotten even close to the like possible gains that we could have had from the opportunity of having Retort plus the Tome of Yvonne or whatever. But like, if we can eventually get a transformation engine, like our run it'll gap up, I think. Anyway, you stand no chance. I'm sorry to say, you have 2 items and they're gonna be perma-slowed. It doesn't matter if you come back from the dead. I've been there, man. I've been there with one weapon, Vanessa. Why won't you believe me? Okay, 5 and 2. Very good considering we went 0 and 2 on our first 2 days. But we thankfully have not gone up against too many Macs. Tools. I don't know if tools can transform our stuff. At the start of each day, get a small reagent. I don't want a small reagent. I get that we could sell reagents. I don't want to sell reagents. We tried this once. Now, pendulum is disgusting. When you use an adjacent item, charge the other adjacent item 2 seconds. So like you would go off twice if we got rid of this. Charge something 2 seconds to go off, then when you go off. But you're activating so much. I think I have to buy it though, but there's no space for it. Wait, if I buy a reagent, you get transformed. Wait a second. Okay, I didn't think about it, man. Realistically, we could probably afford to dump some lead. And we wouldn't need haste anymore. So dump 2 leads. We'd have to pull you. Pop you down.
It's always that tool
We still have a weapon because of you. You know what, bud? You're done. You'd rather sell lead. You go off twice. Yep. Charge you. You slow. Don't have any weapons. You give 17 regen. It's something. Where did you come from? So this is what our new build would look like. You're done, bud. I gotta take a peek, just because if you have something that transforms things, I gotta look, but you don't. Okay. So the new build is less predicated on the spiked mace, but obviously I'm not all in. But I do think this will be faster at poisoning. It might generate less slow, but generating less slow doesn't really seem like that big of a deal. Let's see how it does against Wandering Shoal, because he's a bigger type of lad. Dude, when any of these skills would go crazy. Dude, I don't even know, man. There's lots of stuff here. I'm not crazy, right? Like, it seems way slower. Or is it just because this fella's, like, mighty large? I just feel like it's hard for me to imagine that you're not going to be the greatest item of all time. Huge. When you slow charge an item a second. Holy cow, man. That's incredible. Just, you are going to go off so often. Like, this is really good. I'm just going to run this for now, but I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, I believe that the catalyst should be on the board. I just don't know where to put it. It's a complicated setup, man. I don't know where it's supposed to go. Okay? And I'm tired of asking. I'll tell you one thing, though. We get to transform a chunk of lead. Becomes a strength potion. I'm going to say you get sold. You get placed. Sell the gold. Large items can be transformation engines. Oh my god, it happened. Buy the transformation engine. Place all reagents to its left. Now we're talking. Now we're getting permanent regen. Philosopher stone is getting better. Yeah. Okay. Now it's not gonna happen until tomorrow, but considering this Mac is gonna blow us away. He's even got a cool avatar. But I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm not gonna cry about it. What do you got? The Palantir, the shiny fang. So you're gonna be firing at like you're gonna be firing items at speeds never before seen. Are you bonking me? Why is my speed so low? Like my cooldowns are so high. My items are not going off. Wait a second. I own you by accident.
I have no pride for you to wound.
I have to imagine Thick Hide is helping us out here. I don't really know what we did, but I appreciate that. Like they were undefeated and we just steamrolled them, man. Did I have space in my inventory for? Okay, I think I did. But we got to go to now. It's shops. It's shops as far as the eye can see because we transform a reagent. You became a slow potion. We're not using you. Sorry. You put another chunk of lead in there. Small weapon. Nothing much. Obsidian staff of the moose, very interesting. Very interesting. For me to poop on, is what I would say about that. A small item shop is a dream come true. Excuse me, did we not transform? We probably didn't have space for the gold, huh? Oh, no, we did have space. We did. We had space for the gold. Now, next transformation will be moth meal, and I'm A-okay with that. You're also a reagent. Dude, we're going to the moon. The moon is calling. Oh!
Diamonds come in small boxes.
Closer and closer.
Radiance? No, it's not going to be radiant for me. I don't know what we're going to enchant, man. I enchant the spider mace with a random because it goes off so often. That looks radiant to me. Shiny! It's gonna go off endlessly, man, because it's gonna pop, 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 pop. Get ready, boys! It has to go first. Shiny is the dream. It's the dream on almost everything. There she goes, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Holy cow. It also made the venom so much better, to be fair. I don't think we need much else, dude, to be straight up with you. I would love a skill upgrade, I suppose. But we have growing crit chance anyway. Just give me that 10 regen. Anything that can keep us in the game a little longer. I'm sorry, I would love to get a transformation, but a monster skill could bust this wide open, man. When you haste shield 20, I don't get out of bed for that. At the start of each fight, slow an item for 7 seconds.
An alchemist with no
I don't care if I can't afford it. I'm buying
It's
it.
almost humorous.
But then there's a part of me that's like, can I just throw... Oh, dude. Pull this garbage out of here. Move everything over one. I think you can also pull amber. And then put a catalyst. Pendulum, sorry, right there. With the retort right next to it. Then every time this goes off, it's going to charge this for 4 seconds, but then it's going to go off again. It's going to... The poisoning. The poisoning is upon us. Do you see this? Do you see what we're doing? It's going to go ta 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 ta, and every time it goes da, the retort is going to poison 70, poison 70, poison 70. Get ready, boys. We do have to survive long enough for it to pop, but like it doesn't take long. I knew it was going to be the item of dreams. I knew it, and you all doubted me, man. Mac is so overpowered he can even dominate himself, dude. $924 poison. 925,000.
The Bazaar
600 poison.
I will uncover them all.
I want some Mac skills, man. When you slow, freeze, poison, or burn, a regen item gains regen. Do I even have anything on the board that gives us regen anymore? Do I even care if it goes off, though? I'm going to do it anyway, just because I think that realistically, like the second... Actually, probably the second time that Toxic Quillen ain't go off, it's going to generate like 1 billion poison. Or 1 billion regen. And then it doesn't multicast, but that's okay. Okay, give me some transformations, please. He's right about that. He's never been more right, man. The Bazaar has never been a crazier place than it is right now. Bye. I actually love the idea of getting a chunk of lead at the start of every day, but can't really afford it. So all we're doing really is getting reagents transformed. And the whole reason is just to buff Retort, basically, and give us passive regen. Sell this, get 3 chocolate bars. No, I don't think because I don't. It's going to be hard to sell it when we're not going to buy it in the first place. So this should set like a new personal best for like how much poison we could put on an enemy. What we really want to see is Myrrh. Because that is another reagent, more regen, more poison from Retort. That's easily the least interesting item we could have gotten there. I think you already knew that. I think we should take advantage of every extra fight that we have. Frost Street Champion is actually going to be like mega annoying because of Iceberg. This is so surprisingly losable, man. It just like it destroys our engine completely. Shows what I know. That's like the one dude we don't want to fight right now. Let's see. I'm kind of stung on that one, but it wasn't a real person, so I guess I don't care. I don't really care to transform non-reagents, man. All I care to transform is reagents. So finally, the Monmouth gets transformed into something else, man. Heavy bottled lightning is what you've turned it into? I would rather have Amber on the board and sell you. And then sell you just because I don't care for you. And then you're at least a reagent. We should be buying reagents at all times. I was literally just about to buy an item for full price just to sell it for half price. And I was going to say that's the art of the deal. Okay. Dude, I'm so glad we conceded like a scumbag on our ranked run. And then, because I would have been lost. I would have been like, maybe this character actually sucks. But it turns out he doesn't. It turns out he's unbelievably good. I'm not a huge fan of you slowing one item for 8 seconds with 3 multicast. But God willing, I don't think it'll ever get a chance to fire. Okay, it got to fire. Oh no, you came back to life? Oh, because of Life Preserver. Diamond Life Preserver? What are we doing here, fellas? Vanessa's lost in this newfound Mac-driven economy. Vanessa's running Diamond Life Preservers? Oh, dude, more reagents too. Things you love to see. Another transformation. Oh, our passive regen is through the roof. You come over here. I mean, we haven't even put this guy on. Every 4.5 seconds, he'd be giving us 45 regen. That's crazy. No reagents, huh? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We don't need to go to a transformer. We can do it ourselves. I would happily buy your upgrade. Just because you're swag, honestly. You get sold. Honestly, I think you're going to get sold. We're never going to use you. You giving us another reagent at the start of the day is like enough reason for me to put you in the bag, little bro. I think. We get one more reagent, that's like one more transformation. It has incredible impact on us. Are you the... You're the No, you're not the Caltrops guy. We may stand a chance, man. Even though you are the Burninator. You're done. You destroyed my most important weapon. It didn't matter.
Disgusting.
I don't even... Just don't give me your large item. Because then I gotta figure out what to do with it. Oh, you know what? We could sell Bottled Tornado. Move you guys over. You get in the bag. We level up. Upgrade an item.
Melting away impurities.
I feel like you still get some purchase out of upgrading this guy. Because he's going to scale faster. And we've still got like a couple of days left to swap reagents maybe. You get sold. Make some space for something to go next to you. Skill upgrades. Slow one item for 9 seconds is kind of gross. I would be offended if I went up against that. Smalls and large, there could be reagents in there, man. Laboratory. Enchant a non-enchanted item for the fight. That's kind of interesting. Reload your items. No. You'd have to be silly if you think I'm just going to, out of nowhere, change.
I seek the ultimate secret. Will you get me any closer? If
That was like me to my college girlfriend when she asked me to stop drinking so much. I'm 19, man. No, I was in the wrong, by the way. I was a long time ago, though. It was 2008. You wouldn't get it, man. You wouldn't last a minute playing this game. Let's put it that way. Wait, am I gonna die? No, I'm gonna live. Okay. That was a good Mac, too. Got a lot of diamond skills in there. So do we, to be fair. Is a really strong character. So what do we got cooking up here? A gold. Oh, sure, man. A gold transformation. Sell the gold. Sell the sleeping potion. Move over to get the other reagent. The start of each day, get a chunk of lead. That I'm gonna hope is not gonna matter. You be mad at me for not like reading the items, but at the same time, like we're winning so handily. I feel like it's one of those things where like I can only damage myself by paying close attention. Like the more laissez-faire we play this, the more we stay the course, and the more we stay the course, I think the more likely we are to come away with a 10-piece because we already kind of got it. 9 seconds slow on your magic carpet's got a sting, man. Don't worry, it gets worse.
Your strength is beautiful.
That's true. That is true. Our crit chance is already high. I think we would ignore your skill. Well, that's fine, because you can get sold. You can get placed in the bag, little bro. You can get sold, and then we got space. 124 gold, man. With some diamond tier skills to boot. We don't have any potions. We don't. Random potion gains multicast is very interesting. Leftmost weapon deals 50 damage. First time you use an item, hastes 3 poisons. You have 6 regen for each non-weapon item you have. If anything, I guess we'd rather just haste our poison items. Haste is like our one sore spot right now. I don't even know what we're doing at Dig Site, man. What could I possibly be looking for? I don't even want to read this stuff because it's just like, it's too dangerous. I just want to see like a large diamond item or a reagent. Sorry, man. It's too risky. Yeti crab when you freeze adjacent. No. Sorry, it's not gonna happen, man. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We're not going fixer upper, I'll tell you that much. It's a little late for that. This one's a slap in the face. Not gonna happen. Not gonna do it. I'll spend 100 gold before I do that. When you burn, not gonna happen, man. You can do better. You would improve a haste item, but I don't care. That's not our win con. Our win con is being swag. Wait, I gotta figure out... No, I got time. As long as I win today, I got time. Excuse me, swag police? I'm being taken for all my swag?
That looks like
That stings a little bit.
Cretaceous era?
But then we get to spin the wheel. We did lose 90 gold for no reason.
Try your luck.
I don't even know what I want, man. I don't even know. It's all good. What the heck is that? Skill. It must be a skill.
Now get out of here.
Your leftmost tool has +1 multicast. That seems fine.
Now go be a high roller.
You're a tool. I mean, it doesn't seem incredible, but it seems pretty good. I know I'm Mac, so I should be able to understand how a Mac can beat me, but I don't understand how this Mac could beat me, because I've never been beaten on this run as Mac. You know what I mean? Deadly Staff of the Moose. I think you're I'm looking at what you got. I think you're done, bud. I do see that you can shield for 10 times your regen, but the rate of poison accrual is just disgusting. They do have 1,300 regen. But you have 3,000 poison, man. It's crazy the world that we live in these days. That's crazy. Well, I'll take it. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, I'm loving this character, man, until the inevitable nerf, which is very much warranted. But I'll see you next time. Later.